On November 12, 1944, RAF Woodbridge in England was shrouded in fog with visibility at just 100 feet. Out of that fog emerged a damaged B-17 Flying Fortress, tail number 42-31407. The aircraft had lost its hydraulics, the landing gear was partially deployed, and one engine was out. At the controls was First Lieutenant Thomas Crawford, faced with a decision no flight manual covered: attempt a normal landing on unstable gear or reverse the approach and land tail first. Despite frantic objections from the control tower, Crawford calmly declared he was out of options. With the landing gear unable to lock, a forward landing would likely mean a deadly crash. His plan: fly backwards into the runway, leading with the tail wheel to absorb the initial impact. In a maneuver that defied convention, he brought the bomber down in a tail-first landing. The impact was minimized, the landing gear held, and all 9 crew members walked away unharmed. Crawford had grown up in Montana, learning to navigate fog and terrain from his father, a crop duster pilot. By the time he was 24, Crawford had flown 27 combat missions with his crew. His calm demeanor under pressure earned him trust. On this particular mission to bomb the Merseburg oil refineries, they encountered intense enemy fire, suffering flak damage that disabled their hydraulics and one engine. Fuel was critically low, and visibility at their emergency airfield was near zero. Crawford's unorthodox decision saved them. That tail-first landing, later known as the Crawford Reversal, challenged military orthodoxy. Engineers studied the physics. By landing tail first, the impact force was halved, preventing the collapse of the landing gear. Initially dismissed as reckless, the maneuver was validated and eventually taught as Emergency Procedures 7B. Over the next few months, other pilots used it to save their crews. Crawford never flew in combat again after completing his 30th mission. He declined to teach the maneuver, insisting others more experienced with it should do so. But his actions influenced military aviation deeply. By war's end, 1,500 pilots were trained in the Crawford Reversal, and 63 more lives were saved using it. Beyond the war, the story continued. Though civilian aviation didn't adopt the technique widely, the idea of thinking differently in crisis found relevance in business schools and leadership training. Crawford's lesson was simple yet powerful. When conventional methods fail, innovation emerges from understanding principles over procedures. Crawford passed away in 2001, quietly and without fanfare. His funeral was modest, reflecting his humble nature. But the legacy he left behind of courage, adaptability, and creative problem-solving under pressure continues to be taught, remembered, and revered. The nose art from his bomber, Rocky Mountain High, is displayed at the National Museum of the U.S. Air Force. A placard tells the story of the day a pilot landed a bomber backwards and saved 8 lives, reminding future generations that sometimes survival demands doing the impossible.